One of the new features we've added to helptrainingcourses.com in this latest release is our training provider map. And I just thought it was worth a couple of minutes talking you through this as training providers, because it's a new feature which complements our existing location-based search while giving our users a visual way to search for locations on a map and find training providers in a particular area. We've set it up initially with some defaults to get you started quickly, but there are some settings you can change there, and I thought it was worth just describing how you do that, what the effect of those are on the map, and how you can maybe set those to suit you a little better. So I'm on our new look homepage here at the moment. If you look on the right hand side here, you'll see that there's this option, Providers by Location including Map View, and if I click on that, it takes us through to the UK Training Providers by Location page. Now the top of this is as it was before. We've essentially got a list of towns which then lead into the providers in those towns and onto your courses, etc. But down here at the bottom, we've got this new section which is the UK Training Provider map. So the way we've set this map up initially is to look at the towns where our training providers are based, and we've set the initial points round about the town centre of those towns just to get people started. If I click on one of these, you'll see that you get a pop-up. Basically tells you which training provider is based there, a little bit about the training provider, and you can click through for more details, which then leads to the training provider page and onto the courses, etc. Now there are some options in our training provider screens where you can change the way these points display. You can either set the point more accurately to an exact address, you can remove the point from the map, and you can also set the locations of your venues as well. So I just thought it was worth talking you through how to do that. There are just a couple of simple options to set, and we're aware that different things will suit different people, so we've left the option there to let you customise those the way that suits you best and the way you want to kind of advertise your locations to potential candidates. So for the purposes of this demo, I've logged on as our sister company, Help First Aid Training, and I'm on their training provider homepage at the moment. At the top left of that page there's a box Company Details, and at the bottom of that box there's a link saying Edit Company Details, which I'm going to click now. That takes me through to the Edit Details page, and at the bottom of that page there's this area Public Contact Details, and at the right hand side of there there's a new option called Map Display. Now when new training providers register, they get the option to set this map display to whichever option suits them best at the time. There are three in there. One is set location based on address, set location to town only, and do not show my location on a map. That last one there does exactly what it says on the tin and doesn't show the point on the map at all. The second one, which is the default for existing training providers, sets the location to around about the town centre. And the last one, set location based on address, attempts to look up as accurate as a location as possible for your training provider. So I'm going to select that one now, and I'll click Save. And that takes me back to the training provider homepage. So I'm back in the public map view at the moment, and I just thought it was worth having a little look to show you what effect those settings have had on the map. I'm already zoomed in a little bit on the northeast, but I'm going to zoom in further on Shildon, which is where we're based. And you can see that as I zoom in further, this little star here, which is the one that's showing you our location, has now been set based on our full address rather than just the town centre, and it's placed there quite nicely over that hexagonal building, which is where we're based, and that just shows the effect of selecting that, set the location on my full address. They're not always pinpoint perfect, but they are usually pretty close, and it is worth setting that if you want people to be able to find where you're based. There is another effect of setting that option, and that's that on your training provider detail page we had this map on the right hand side under your address details, and again that's another nice little indicator to people looking for courses as to where you're based. I'll just finish by talking briefly about venues too. I won't go through venues in full detail because they're very similar to what we've just seen for a training provider, but if you go to the top right of your training provider homepage and click Edit on a venue, you're taken through to the Edit Venue page, and at the bottom of that page there's a new option, Display Venue on Map. If you tick that, the venue displays based on your full address, the way we've just seen with the training provider. If you don't want it displayed on the map, you just leave that unticked, and it's as simple as that. So there we have it, a quick tour around the settings for our training provider map. As you can see, it's pretty easy to set up, and it's another way that potential candidates can find your courses. So thanks for watching, and we hope you find it useful.